Hello, everyone.
Oh.
So as you know, my name is Kenneth Rifkin, and I'm here to give my first speech at Toastmasters, otherwise known as the Icebreaker speech. And like I just said, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and why I joined Toastmasters. I was born and raised in the Dallas, Texas area, and once I was done with high school, I realized I wanted to get out of Texas for a little bit. So I decided to go far, but not too far, to the University of Kansas. And it ended up being one of the best decisions I ever made in my life, mainly because that's where I met my wife. And in December 2015, I graduated with a degree in information systems, and I decided to take a job back home in Dallas at Texas Instruments. And at Texas Instruments, I had a number of business analyst and project management roles in the IT group. And to answer your question, no, I never once saw or touched a TI calculator. So after being in Dallas for about 3 years, my wife and I decided to move back to the Kansas City area to be closer to her family. Now, one of my favorite hobbies is to travel with my wife. And our most recent trip was one that we took to Orlando. And at this point, we had just finished grad school. I had gotten an MBA. My wife got a master's in health administration, and we figured there's no better place to go after grad school than the happiest place on earth, Disney World. So we spent 3 days at Disney World and 2 days exploring around Florida. On the fourth day of our trip, we decided to go to Clearwater Beach, and that's a beach on the west coast of Florida near Tampa. So we got to the beach, laid down, relaxed. I was looking up and I saw someone parasailing. Now, for those of you who don't know what parasailing is, it's when you go on a boat, you get a life jacket, get harnessed up, the boat starts going fast, and you start floating upwards to about 400 to 500 feet. I had never done that before. My wife had. She said it was fun. It looked fun to me. I said, let's do it. So, got on the boat, harnessed up, life jacket, boat started going fast, we started floating upwards. Now, I started to realize something. We started to go up pretty high, and there's one minor detail I forgot to tell you about myself. I'm afraid of heights. So we started going higher and higher, and my palms started to get a little sweaty. I started gripping that life jacket harder and harder, and I just tried to look around me at the nice view and not look down and see my feet dangling 500 feet above the ocean. And just tried to enjoy the entire experience. And as you can tell, I survived. And don't worry, so did my wife. Everything was good. And even though it was a little bit scary, a little bit nervous, and in the moment I probably didn't want to be up there, I'm glad I pushed myself. I'm glad I got myself out of my comfort zone. And I'm glad I went. It was a great experience. So that feeling about being nervous is how I feel about Toastmasters. So I'd known Jessie Chad previously, and when I told her I was moving to the Kansas City area, she quickly brought up Toastmasters and how it's a great place to improve your presentation skills, increase confidence, network, and many more great reasons. So as I started to think Toastmasters over, and as I started to prepare for this speech, and as I'm giving the speech now, I'm getting that same parasailing feeling. But I knew once I was done with this speech, and once I gave more and more speeches, I would feel great about giving the speech. I know I'd come out a better person. I know I wouldn't regret it one bit. So, once again, my name is Kenneth Rifkin. I hope you learned a little bit about me. I look forward to getting to know everyone a lot better, giving more speeches, improving upon myself in many different ways, and I hope you had a great time, because I know I did. Thank you.